ऊपर ऐसे से लगाना दिखा। अरे बीच
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Yesterday we have sent the syllabus, revised syllabus. Have you checked the syllabus? Open your videos first, beta. Open your videos. Yesterday we have sent the revised syllabus of different subjects issued by the CBSE. So please check it. Now the syllabus will be going on according to that. And this is our last chapter of the economics book. And what about rest of the students? Why they have not opened their videos? What's the problem? So we are doing last chapter and the last topic, almost last topic, that is anti-poverty measures. And yesterday I had given one homework, if you remember, that is related with the one anti-poverty program, and that is related with the latest program, Manrega. If you remember that? Yes, Vansh.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you done that? I told you to just write down the features of that program. Have you done? Who has done that homework? Why do you take it as granted? If this is not the homework, whatever you are getting the time, do it. Because this is related with the subject and it is the latest program, and nowadays it is very popular because it is used after this COVID period also, this Corona period also. Maximum workers got the employment through this under this program. Maximum state government provided, especially states, different states. My voice is not audible. Not clear. Voice is clear or not? Show me your thumb. Okay, it is audible. I got that. So now we will discuss about anti-poverty programs. When we are talking about anti-poverty program, that means what are the steps taken by government to reduce the poverty? To reduce the poverty. So removal of poverty, that is the main objectives of government. This is the main strategy for the developmental program. Ananya, you want to speak about Manrega? Okay, now, yes, speak. Ananya
Ma'am,
wants to.
Ma'am, it provides 200 days assured employment guarantee. It is introduced in 200 districts, uh, extended over 600 districts. If within 15 days employment will not be provided, unemployment allowance will be given. 1/3 seats are reserved for the women. Some financial assistance provided by central government to the state government.
And what is the another name of Manrega? Different another name of Manrega. It is also known as right to work because it provides guarantee. Okay. So now main strategy of the government to reduce the poverty, removal of poverty. So now we will just discuss about the current anti-poverty strategy of the government. So when we are talking about the current anti-poverty strategy, that is having two planks, two features. It is basically based on two planks. First is promotion of economic growth. That is, when we are talking about the anti-poverty measures, you can easily see that is, it is having two planks because now you are having 1 mark question pattern. So very important topic. 99.9% it comes in the exam. First is promotion of economic growth, and second is targeted anti-poverty program. So two planks हो गए. When we discuss about the causes of poverty, first cause of poverty was that is low economic growth during the colonial period. First cause was that low economic growth. So when we are talking about the anti-poverty measures, so automatically first strategy of the government is that is related with promotion of economic growth. Promotion of economic growth. First we will discuss. Normally when this question comes in the exams, so students write down about the anti-poverty programs and forgot to write about promotion of economic growth. But here first we will discuss about poverty, promotion of economic growth. How does this help in the reduction of poverty? When we are talking about the reduction of economic, promotion of economic growth, that means economic should be having growth, not the stagnant economy. And there is a relation between economic growth and poverty, reduction of poverty. If you just see last 30 years, 50 years, there were little per capita income growth. If you will see, yes, if you will see up to 1980, there were little per capita income growth. Yesterday we have discussed about per capita income. So how can we get per capita income? And that is through national income. National income is income of all the residents of a country. And that income will be divided by the number of population. Then we can get the per capita income. So up to 1980s, independence to 1980s, very little per capita income growth and not much reduction in poverty. When you will study the chapter of political science, electoral politics, in that chapter, there is a slogan given by the Congress party, Garibi Hatao. So that means that was power to remove poverty was the main aim of the government. So official poverty estimates about 45% in 1950s, and it was almost same, not reduction, no height. It was almost same, remained the same even in the early 80s. That means 1950 to 1980s poverty or per capita income was stagnant, no growth. The main reason was because since the 1980s, after 1980s, India's economic growth, one of the fastest in the world. Normally, a country require economic growth economic growth require 3% minimum. If it is below than 3%, that is the stagnant economy. Stagnant means no growth, no development, रुकी हुई है. So the growth rate jumped from the average of around 3.5% after 1980s, India's economic growth. And 1980s to 1990s, it was around 6%. That is a very good growth. That means growth rate jumped from the average of about 3.5% a year in the 1970s to about 6% 1980s to 1990s. The higher growth rate, if higher growth rate, yes, you want to say something? You raise your hands. Yes. Yes. You were asking something? You want to say something? Yes. Yes, I think 9th, 8th. Okay. Higher growth rate means reduction of poverty. Because if income of the country will increase, government will invest in human development. Like in Kerala, we have studied, they have reduced poverty. Discuss kiya tha? We have discussed inter-states party that poverty reduced in Kerala because they have invested in human resource. So when income of the government, income of the country will increase, the government will increase health facilities, education facilities, and human resource will convert into human capital. So this is a link, indirect link. If promotion of economic growth, reduction of poverty, as well as government can provide them to the poor people on a subsidized rate, low prices, they can provide them basic food items. So it is clear that there is a strong link between economic growth and poverty reduction. Because economic growth widens opportunities and provides the resources needed to invest in human development. And when more health facilities, more education facilities will be available within the country, then this encourages people to send their children, especially the girl child, to schools in the hope of getting better economic returns from investing in education. Maybe poor people not be able to take direct advantage, but indirectly they can take the benefits. How? Because when they will send their children to the school free of cost, that means their children will convert into asset instead of liability. So growth in the agriculture sector was not so much as the government expected. And this results bearing up on poverty, as a large number of poor people live in villages and are dependent on agriculture. So this is the very short question. What is the relationship between economic growth and poverty reduction? This is one part of the question. Another part of the question is targeted anti-poverty programs, or we can call it PAPs. PAPs money PAP, Poverty Alleviation Program. So if we will go with the first program, that is promotion of economic growth, this type of program strategy will give the result in future, but we require immediate steps to reduce the poverty. And for this, government has introduced many schemes which are formulated to affect poverty direct or indirectly And the most important is this Manrega. Here it is written Narega because earlier when it was introduced in 2005, the name was Narega only, National Employment Guarantee Act. You can take the pictures also of this. This is most important. And after that, the name has changed. Now it is called Manrega. Manrega. And it is called Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Provides under EGA. So first we will see it is also known as right to work. Started in rural areas. If you will go with the name national, it means all over India. Rural means villages. Employment, what provides? Employment. What type of employment? Guarantee, yani assurance. It aims to ensure livelihood security in rural areas, or you can write down in simple ways. It provides assurance or guarantee by providing at least 100 days of wage employment. Wage employment means daily wage in a year to every household whose adult members volunteer to do unskilled manual work. We have discussed in the chapter number 1, labor is having two types, skilled and unskilled. So under this program, unskilled workers, manual workers, labor are getting employment. That means 100 days assured employment for each family within 5 kilometers of the residence. Within 15 days, those who will register under this program, they will get employment within 15 days. If not, then the unemployment allowances will be given. Earlier, this program was introduced in 200 districts and after that extended in 600 districts. And according to this, 1/3 jobs reserved for women also, SC, ST, OBC also. And after that, next program is National Food for Work program. It was also introduced in 2004 on 14th November. Do you know why 14th November is famous? Because this is your day. That is Children's Day, the birthday of our first Prime Minister. So this program launched in 2004 in 150 most backward districts of the country. Not only poor, but the most backward regions. And it is open to all rural poor who are in need of wage employment and desire to do manual unskilled work. It is 100% sponsored by central government. Central government will pay the money. And food grains are provided free of cost. But when Narega was introduced, you just see, NFWP introduced in 2004 and Narega was introduced in 2005. So once the Narega is in force, this program was subsumed within this program. And this program also merged with the NREGA. After that, next program is Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana. As it speaks by its name, or the name is Prime Minister. Rozgar. Rozgar means employment. Yojana means scheme. It was started in 1993, and the aim to create self-employment opportunities. What is self-employment? Anybody knows? Self-employment. You can raise your hands. Self-employment. Nana, you want to say something? Okay, give me in chat. Self-employment means start their own work, occupation, business. So self-employment opportunities for educated, unemployed youth in rural areas and small towns. That means this is for the educated, unemployed youth to open their own business. And this helps in setting up small businesses and industry. Because once they will be having the credit facilities. So for this, government will create credit facilities at low interest rate. Cheap credit, we can say. And after that, next program is REGP, Rural Employment Generation Program, 1995. Again, to create self-employment opportunities, where in rural areas and small towns. And there was a target, and the target for creating 25 lakh jobs, new jobs, set up for the program under the 10th five-year program. Next is, that is Swarn Jayanti. Swarn Jayanti Gram Swarojgar. Swarojgar means, Swa means Swam ka, own employment. Swarojgar, Rojgar means employment. So Swarojgar Yojana started in 99. Again, aim to assist the poor families, help करना, poor family above the poverty line, and organize them into a self-help group. Have you ever heard this name? Self-help group. What does it mean? What do you mean by self-help group? Yes, I have unmuted you. Now you can tell what is self-help group.
मैम जो स्मॉल एक्टिविटीज करते हैं जैसे कुछ फीमेल्स मिलके कुछ पापड़ बना रही हैं ऐसा कुछ मतलब जो
मैम जो एक ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल जो एक ही काम को मिलके कर रहे हो छोटा सा काम कोई भी
It proves with the name. It proves with the name self. यानी self mean for अपने लिए help. यानी अपनी help खुद करना. Self help, a group which is made up for their own help. Okay, and it is very popular nowadays. Very, very popular. In 10th standard, you will discuss a separate topic related with self-help group. And many banks are also organized under this. But here, that is sufficient for you, self-help group. So, according to Swan Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana, which was started in 99, that means poor families, especially above the poverty line, by organizing them into self-help groups, and the main purpose is to provide bank, credit, and government subsidy. Do you know what is subsidy? Nowadays, it is very common, subsidy.
मैम किसी के अंडर.
Wow. Very good beta. Yes, subsidy. TV में advertisement है. You are watching advertisement on petrol pump also. Prime Minister Modi is requesting the people that rich people should leave their subsidies on LPG cylinder. But do you know what is this actually? क्या है? Yes, Ananya. Yes. What is this subsidy? Okay, now I am telling you. Those who are getting the gas cylinder, maximum houses are having gas pipeline, but still some are having the gas cylinder. And if you will see the cost of gas cylinder is 1,000 rupees, but you are getting that gas cylinder is 600 rupees or 700 rupees, whatever the amount is there, I don't know. So whatever the amount of gas, the amount you are paying, cost is 1,000, but you are paying 600 rupees. So who will bear the cost of the remaining cost 400 rupees? The government. That means government is giving subsidy of 400 rupees to each cylinder. So subsidy means a payment that a government makes to a producer to supplement the market price of a commodity. And due to these subsidies, up suppose small scale industries, government can provide them subsidized rate for electricity provided. So that means the cost of production will be low, and due to this, they are able to survive themselves. So subsidy means a part of payment which can be borne by government, and it can keep consumer prices low. Okay, so this is called subsidy. So we have discussed about this is the aim of Swan Jayanti Gramin Swarojgar Yojana. That is through self-help group ke through. And after that, government started